Okay, so today I'm talking about sharing the fragrances, sharing the stuff, because people do not buy what they can't smell. So a lot of people keep purchasing the same fragrances over because they know that they like them, but they haven't ever had the opportunity to smell new stuff. So they're not purchasing new stuff. They're not falling in love with brand new stuff. They just continue keeping the same fragrances. So I'm an event girl. So I book events like I have a table at an event, and people come in and all the time they say, I am so glad you're here. I just want to smell all the products and everything. Some people are just there to smell the product and leave. Most of them are there to smell and buy, but they come to my booth saying, I'm so glad you have all these fragrances here because I never get to smell them. So why doesn't that person have a consultant that is offering them to smell the stuff, right? So keep this as a regular practice in your business, a regular practice. You have to have the ability to either give somebody testers to smell, have them drop by to smell them. There has to be some sort of a one-on-one interaction for tester smelling or wax collection. Like if you have a wax collection, every season there's brand new fragrances that come out. And you don't want people in the same rotation of the same fragrances all the time. And then they're not excited to purchase wax bars. Why? Because there's nothing new that they've smelled. So make sure that you're practicing your business to make sure as many people get to smell the fragrances every single new season, at least, or every single time there's a new wax collection out. If you have a customer that like usually orders wax collections, make sure that they're able to smell the new ones coming. So here is my tester set. You would have gotten these if you had purchased a larger um, starter kit. Um, if you got them in your starter kit, utilize them. Ask people who wants to try them. Drop them off for 24 to 48 hours, have them come by and visit. In the new season, when a new catalog drops, you can go sit at Starbucks. Tell all your customers you're going to be at Starbucks from this time to this time. I will have the brand new spring and summer, fall or winter testers for you to come and smell. So it's so important because people are not buying what they don't smell. And not only that, when people do that, they are contacting you back asking you to switch out fragrances. And that is just a really huge headache, right? Because Scentsy doesn't refund. We have to figure out what we're doing within our wax stock that we have to give them and all that silly stuff. So I'm going to give you a couple of ideas, ways to share your fragrances, because honestly, keep it as a practice in your business. You have to be if you have a tester set and it's like gathering dust in your house, brush that off, pull it out, and I don't want to see this tester set in your house anymore. It needs to be out of your house at all times. Okay, someone can have it for 48 hours. So what I do is this is what my tester, if you don't have a huge tester set, there's some kits, some join kits that don't have tester sets, utilize whatever testers came in the set. Okay, utilize your wax bars that you have that are current. Utilize samples, like if you're making samples, use it a lot, utilize that. If you are an older consultant and you've had testers but you don't have the new testers, go through your old testers, pull out what is in the current catalog and utilize those. It doesn't have to be an entire full set. It can just be the newest best sellers. It could be like the vanilla bean buttercream, black raspberry vanilla, blueberry cheesecake, clean breeze, clothesline, like 10 to 15 to 20 fragrances that are our biggest sellers. If you just had the tester of those and it was just 20 testers, that's totally fine. Have them out of your house, have them under people's noses because that is how people are going to buy. But what I do usually is with this is the bag that they usually come in if you have the big set. I just throw in a couple catalogs and a couple order forms. If you don't have order forms, it's not a big deal. You don't need order forms. But so what happens is if someone wants to borrow the testers, someone's borrowing the testers. I'm like, okay, I'll throw a couple catalogs in there in case you want to show some of your friends. If they want to place an order with you, there's some catalogs in there and order forms. And if you want, you can take it to work, but I'll pick this back up in about 48 hours. Or you can drop it off in 48 hours. But anyway, it's not considered a party. She's actually just taking the tester set to see if she likes the stuff and she can share it with other people. And so we're not calling it a party. It's just honestly, if your testers are collecting dust in your house, I want you to get into the habit of having them out of the house at all times. Not only that, if in the spring and summer or the fall and winter, when a brand new catalog drops, there should be no reason why your testers are still sitting in your house because brand new scents have dropped. So everybody should be smelling them. It shouldn't be your customers shouldn't have to guess what something smells like. And so just make appointments with people. Just say, hey, I'm going to be at my house on Saturday. You have from 12 to 2 to drop by if you want to smell my fragrances. You're not asking for orders. You just want them to smell the fragrances. That's it. So anyway, so that's an idea, your testers. It doesn't have to be full set, full set. Go through your old stuff, pull out what you can. If you do only have one set, but three people want it, you can chop them into two and say, hey, here's this and this. You can do cleaning supplies. So if you are utilizing the cleaning supplies like the counter clean, the swipes, or the bathroom cleaner, you don't have to have full bottles. So you can go through your cabinets, grab what you've been using, and go put it in a little package of like 2 or 3 items and ask people if they want to test them out. So product testing is amazing as well. Because for example, like I'm not a coconut lemongrass type wax user. That's not a wax I use in my house, but I will utilize it in my kitchen and my bathroom. Okay. So there's different, and also if you have old testers and you know what fragrances all the cleaning supplies come in, you can do a little baggie of only the cleaning supplies. There's a list in the catalog or not. Let me see. So cleaning supplies, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It comes in 7 fragrances. So then you should have at least 7 testers. You can order singular testers as well in your workstation. Yeah, if you want to order the cleaning supply testers, just type in the testers names and the tester will pop up and they will send you testers. So you can have 7 testers and your cleaning supplies all together, and you can ask people if they want to try it out. And so also samples, you can utilize samples. So if you don't have anything other than maybe a couple current wax bars, samples, but samples have to be used intentionally. And why do I say that? Because I can make 100 samples right now and pass them out to everybody in a day. Nobody's going to call me back. We've done samples forever, and you have to do samples intentionally. So just because you label a sample, people aren't saying, "Oh my gosh, I love that fragrance. Tell me all about it." That's not what's happening with samples. You have to be intentional with samples. So with its samples, when you pass something out, you want to say, "Okay, in a couple days, I will connect with you to see how you liked it." Or you can have them fill out a ballot and say, "Here's a sample. Fill out this ballot and I'll put you in a draw. I have a monthly draw for my sample people and let me know how you like it." So then you get their contact information so you're able to contact them about that fragrance. I also know somebody who has fun with their samples. So they make 2 colored samples. So like say a purple one and a red one. And for the month of whatever, she will hand out these 2 samples. They don't have any label on them. You do not know what you're getting. And you're getting 2 fragrances. Now, the great thing about this one is if people love it, they're just like, what was that? And they will contact you. They'll contact you and be like, I loved that red fragrance. What is it? Because now they need to know the name of the fragrance because they liked it so much. And so that's a really great idea if you want to have fun with the sharing of your samples, because more than likely they will contact you to ask for the title of the fragrance. So we are sort of in a time right now where social media has taken control. And a lot of customers are just kind of flying by our posts. Um, and it's so impersonal, you guys. So the one-on-one interactions and the one-on-one meetups you can have with people passing out your fragrances, those are huge in this business. And they've been huge in our business the whole time. And if it's something that you've not been doing, you need to get back into um, handing out your testers, getting the fragrances under people's noses, having people trying the products, especially the cleaning supplies. I think everybody needs to try those. But it's just so impersonal online. People can't smell and guess what something smells like through a screen. And so if you have the testers, if you don't have the testers, I would highly recommend that you get a set of testers. So at some point, maybe not today, maybe next month when they're like cheaper or like in a different season, and a new season, they're usually cheaper. Or grab a couple from the workstation because you can order them separately. So if you want, I think they're like $1 each or $1.35 each or something like that for the little pots. So, but one-on-one interaction with your customers and smelling fragrances is huge because so many people are coming to my events not knowing what anything smells like and they want to know what things smell like. So why is the consultant not offering that in their business? You have to be available for fragrance smelling because you will get more orders if you do. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about sharing the fragrances and how powerful sharing the fragrances is in your business and keep it as an ongoing thing that you're doing. If your testers are sitting at home, they have to go out. Okay. You have customers, they're wondering what stuff smells like. Drop this off for 48 hours. Tell them to take it to work and see if their friends need to smell it too. Like we want these fragrances out to everybody. And even if their friend, her friends are not your customers, they may well be because you have given this person a tester set just to have many people smell them. So there you go. If you have questions or need help with figuring out your testers or samples and how to utilize them even better, but be creative. Be creative with the things that you have on hand. Everybody kind of does something different. Not everybody can afford to do so much. Just do what you can and get creative with it. And I would love to hear how you are sharing fragrances, and I'd love to hear what's working for you in that space.